Harriette Thompson is a 92-year-old cancer survivor, the oldest woman to ever finish a marathon, running the Rock and Roll Marathon in San Diego this past Sunday in 7 hours, 24 minutes, and 36 seconds. And Harriette Thompson joins us now. Harriette, what's the media attention been like after that race?
Oh, it's been exciting. I was ushered right after I got there. I don't know whether they expected me to have a heart attack or what, but they led me to the medical tent, and the doctor came, and when he saw I was okay, they then took me out, and I faced all the different NBC, CBS, Fox News, all the different stations were filming and asking me questions. And, of course, I had just come through the confetti that they had. They really celebrated it. I was so amazed.
It was a very celebratory event. Let's talk about the training, though, that led to it, because you actually had to go through some hardships.
Yeah, the training, usually the training with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, they have a wonderful training that starts many months before the marathon. But I couldn't do that this year because my husband was ill with cancer, and he ended up living a wonderful life, but after 67 years of marriage, I lost him on January the 27th. So I wasn't able to do any training at that point because I wanted to be with him. And then before that, I was doctoring my own wound that I have from radiation, and I had to do hyperbaric treatments, 40 of them. And so I didn't have as much time to train. But since about the end of January, I was able to get some exercise here at the Cypress, the retirement center where I live. They have exercise programs, and so every day I would do an exercise about an hour with them, and I'd try to run about an hour. So I got a couple hours training before, and then my son had signed me up for little 5K runs every Saturday. So I was able to get some of the training in.
You mentioned you're very motivated, especially to bring awareness to cancer and fight the disease. When you were running, when you completed the race, what were you thinking?
I was thinking I was very lucky. And that's the best part, to go across that finish line. And I just was very grateful and exhilarated because I had a lot of family that came to watch, and a lot of friends were rooting for me. So I was really pleased. They all said, now, if you don't finish it, don't worry. But I was so happy that I could get over that finish line and not disappoint anybody.
Harriette, in all your marathons, you've raised more than $90,000 for leukemia and the Lymphoma Society. You've battled cancer twice, as you mentioned, in your jaw and skin cancer. Did you ever imagine, when you were sitting in the hospital fighting cancer, undergoing treatment, that you would be where you are now?
Absolutely not. In 2010, one doctor said I had maybe 3 months to live, and he wanted to do an operation of taking a piece of bone out of my leg and trying to get it to adhere in my jaw, and it was a tremendous operation, and I couldn't understand, I couldn't even anticipate what that would be like, and I didn't want to do that. And he painted sort of a bleak picture for me, but I was determined to try to fight it some other way, and I was glad that I didn't do that. But then I drove all the way from Charlotte out to MD Anderson, and they said that light radiation would be my only hope, and that's what I ended up having, light radiation. So I'm sort of having bonus years here because I really am not supposed to be around anymore.
Well, you've certainly taken advantage of all your time. 92 years young, the oldest woman to ever finish a marathon. Thank you so much for joining us. Your spirit can't be stopped. Absolutely love it. Thanks again for joining us, Harriette.
Well, you're sweet to talk to me. I enjoyed it.
Harriette Thompson, the oldest woman to ever finish a marathon.